The U.S. Air Force said that a B-1B Lancer bomber performed a demonstration to assess its capacity to externally carry future hypersonic weapons. The 419th Flight Test Squadron of the 412th Test Wing at Edwards Air Force Base, California, carried out the External Captive Carry test last week, according to the Air Force. A Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile inertly carried outside the fuselage of the aircraft. A previous test showed that the plane could accommodate huge weaponry. The tests show that the B-1B is capable of delivering and launching big hypersonic weapons, which are defined as weapons that travel more than 5 times the speed of sound. All 3 countries, the US, China, and Russia, are working on hypersonic missile technology. In October, Russia reported that its Zircon hypersonic missile had successfully completed a test flight, going more than 6,100 miles per hour and striking a target 300 miles away. A hypersonic aircraft that could crack any missile defense system was successfully tested, according to a 2018 claim made by the China Academy of Aerospace Aerodynamics. The Air Force's next move, according to the branch, will be to demonstrate the launching of an external weapon from an aircraft. The commander of the Air Force Global Strike Command, General Tim Ray, stated in a press release that adapting a limited number of our healthiest B-1s to carry hypersonic weapons is important to bridge between the bomber force we have today and the force of tomorrow. This is a significant improvement in our ability to launch global precision fires, and it is critical that we continue to develop these technologies to stay one step ahead of our rivals, Ray added. Although it is still unknown what these trials may include, Boeing officials have stated that they intend to begin testing new hypersonic weapons capabilities for the B-1B Lancer bomber in September of next year. The U.S. Air Force is moving forward with plans to arm the surviving Lancers with new hypersonic weapons, even as it continues with its withdrawal of the B-1, most recently destroying 17 of the 60 remaining aircraft. The planned B-1 weapons upgrades are increasingly seen as a way to keep up with worrying developments in China and Russia, as well as to cover the B-52H Stratofortress fleet while it undergoes its own improvements, including an ambitious re-engining program that will reduce fleet availability while it is in progress. In a recent presentation to the Military Affairs Committee of the Abilene Chamber of Commerce, the business interest group in the Texas city that also houses an operational Lancer unit, the 7th Bomb Wing at Dyess Air Force Base, information about ongoing plans to convert the B-1 into a missile truck for new hypersonic weapons came to light. The Abilene Reporter News, a daily newspaper, covered the meeting's outcomes, which provided insight into the current goals. The Boeing representatives described how the remaining B-1 fleet will be improved until the type is eventually retired in favor of the upcoming B-21 Raider, a new generation aircraft. The Air Force anticipates the first operational B-21 Raider bombers to enter service at another B-1 base, Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, sometime in the mid-2020s, followed by Dyess Air Force Base and Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, the latter of which is home to the B-2 Sperry, before the remaining B-1 fleet is ultimately retired in favor of the upcoming B-21 Raider, a new generation stealth bomber. In light of this, the B-1 fleet at Ellsworth may continue to operate for another 10 years or more. The B-1 will have its Cold War-era external weapons carriage capabilities reactivated to accept the new armaments, according to Robert Gass, a former commander of Dyess Air Force Base and current Strategic Development and Investment Manager for Boeing's Bombers program. In fact, work has already started to reactivate the B-1's hardpoints, initially to carry up to 12 more subsonic AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, JASSM, cruise missiles, or AGM-158C long-range anti-ship missile derivatives, in addition to 24 more of either of those weapons that fit in its internal bomb bays. Hypersonic missiles are expected to use the same fundamental weapon interfaces. These weapons, according to Gass, are the next big thing in bombers, but because of their size, external carrying is preferred and may even be required. What follows for the B-1 then? The initiative will need to negotiate defense funding if it is to succeed, since Boeing doesn't anticipate it to be inexpensive to equip the swing-wing bombers with hypersonic weapons capability. Reactivating the long-dormant exterior hardpoints, which were formerly designed to carry nuclear weapons, but the B-1 lost this duty following the end of the Cold War, will help cover a large portion of the cost. The aircraft was then modified to comply with new START, i.e., Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty standards, after which the pylons were turned off. Reuter claimed that 6 of the B-1's 8 exterior hardpoints, which Rockwell built with the intention of using them for supersonic stores, can be restored, although the precise sort, or propulsion variation, of these new Load Adaptive Modular, or LAM, pylons, which can hold 2 missiles, was not disclosed. It is noteworthy that the B-1B's original external pylons were capable of carrying 2 missiles apiece, in this case, the nuclear-tipped AGM-86B ALCM, Air-Launched Cruise Missile. With this, we conclude our video. We appreciate you helping us keep it going by watching. The best way to support our channel is to watch another episode. Thank you for tuning in. To ensure that you never miss an episode, please subscribe to the channel.